Okay, now we're doing Aquarius. How are you doing, Aquarius? It is your turn in the dub, Aquarius. You know you are loved in these streets. You know you fancy and you know you are fine to the fullest. You are fine and you will be fine. Okay, let's get started. I don't mean to disturb you, but I gotta tell you what I feel. But anyway, let's see what comes out the book of faith. I'm going to pull it out, and I always shake it up. Y'all like, share, and subscribe. Any magic goes back 1,000,000 times fold. If anything got to do with my chakras, any kind of magic that you send toward me will be turned back to center immediately. Also, I ask that my collective is protective in me while we're watching this reading. And anyone that tried to blow up on it and on our chakras to unbalance us, it go back to center immediately. Y'all like, share, and subscribe, and let's see what's coming out. What's coming out? Let me pull something. Okay, here we go. Faith is that belief without proof. You need to have belief without proof, but trust without reservation. So in other words, you have to have belief without, knowing all the truths. You need to believe in what you... Sometimes we don't believe and we be saying we believe. Oh, we believe, and really you don't believe a doggone thing that's being said to you. And you need to learn to believe. Okay, so here we go. Y'all like, share, and subscribe. And anyone on YouTube, they've been stopping me, and I understand, but like I said, any black magic throw it on my YouTube, it goes back to center immediately when I penetrate to my defenses that keep me bound. And I ask for judgment in the ethers and justice on my behalf on my YouTube page and all my other websites that they're trying to block. In the Holy Spirit, it is removed and it is done. So let's talk. Now, the main problem you got here is a text or call is coming. Somebody's going to send you a message and you don't expect it. And what's hidden is going to be some clarity and truth coming to you. There's something about clarity and truth and honesty. Because, see, somebody was wearing a mask and pretending. They wasn't wanting you to see that. This seductress. The one that basically like hooking up on dates and then... want to have temptation, want you to love them long time and not think. In other words, this person plays in them sticks too. They do magic sticks, to keep you seductive and, put that sex magic on you so you will love them a long time and you will not leave them. But, you have to understand, if you don't believe in it, it don't. But people do cruel things in these streets to keep people bound to them, okay? And the thing you got to remember is keep yourself up and keep your head up. Don't let the world rule you, because, honey, they will try to fool you. Let's go now. Let's see what else is going on. This is a past life pattern, repeated karmic lesson that you got to know. Seduction can be also, it's a past life. Somebody wants a second chance and they want to reconcile and want to make amends with your opportunity. They're going to come back, but they're going to use the same tactics. It's just to seduce you, put you through the same thing over and over again. And you got to understand, some people, it's a no. I'm not going to keep doing the same thing over again because somebody want to love me and put the magic on me and then leave me, so I'll be heartbroken. But I don't let heartbreak bother me. Now, what is going on in the criminal layer of the ones that's doing crime? Okay, allegedly. Entertainment purposes only. Take what you can and leave the rest. See, someone has to do cleanup. This Aquarius is going through some cleanup because of some lies that they told. Now, somebody told some severe lies, and this was a serial killer. See, someone is a serial killer and they tell lies, okay? And they're in their ego and they love egotism. They like to be at this hotel and they be in their ego and stuff. Somebody might be in a motel. See, they use people for power supply so they can keep going and get into their revenge. See, they want a revenge to use somebody's power slide and they wanted to trap this person. See, someone wants to assassination. There's assassination, want to assassinate somebody, won't assassinate somebody. But there's legal procedures going down about that, Aquarius. Someone from outer space. This could be outer space situation, because you don't want to believe it. Everything ain't always what you believe. There's toxic things in this world, and there's something from outer space that you won't believe. Aliens come down here to do. See, somebody wants to do a strangulation because of this power supply they need. And they're meeting up on it. But they know they was meeting and making legals. And they were dating this person. And so somebody's going to get imprisonment because they were meeting up with these people and lying, and they're a serial killer, and they're going along with it. They don't want to come out that they're a serial killer. And you're like, hey, I'm a serial killer, and I'm going to tell you, please. They're not going to tell you nothing. Now, in a relationship, how do you feel about your relationship, Aquarius? Let your friends help you. Sometimes you need to have somebody to help you, ask enough questions that will support you. You need support when it comes to your dating relationship, because children are affecting your relationship. And forgiving and learning. As you released and heal the past, you appreciate the experiences that you have, because you're starting to forgive and learn from them. And that's what you need to get to your true love. Your true love, the romance. You love the romance of a lifetime is coming to you. But you have to forgive from the past and learn from it, okay? So this could be the one that you're waiting for that's coming toward you. You have to learn. And it says, how do your lover feel about you? See, it is safe for you to love someone. Open up your heart to give, and to give, and to have compassion and help yourself. Okay, it's safe for you to help yourself. And the chemistry that you feel, there is some. You're gonna feel a lot of chemistry in this love affair. Keep an open mind that your soulmate is not gonna be just like you. They're gonna be very different than you. See, someone wants to heal their family issues. So as you love and your life benefit, as you forgive and forgive your parents. You got to learn to forgive your parents for the past. You can't keep dwelling on that, because I had to learn. The past is what holds me back. They had that hold on me. But you can't let that keep you in these strings attacks and all these silly things they do. Okay, because parents have ways of, the past, the way they raised you and the way you were done, you that can hurt you, but they hoping that can live in you so you can't prosper. So you got to forgive yourself from that hurt and let it go. Just let it go. Forgive and go on, because Most High gonna handle those parents where they need to be handled, okay? So don't worry. Forgive and learn from it. Now, what is your destiny? What you should be working on to get your project, to get the money and the wealth you want? See, someone may support your life purpose fully. You're supported. Your life purpose, you have support. You're going to be supported with the angels and about music. Your connection to music is healing for yourself and others. It can heal people. You got to trust your feelings and your dreams to guide you on the right path. You need to do this so you can get on the right path. It says a career change. You are experiencing upon a new career change and focus. You're changing, because someone could be a speaker. Your life purpose involves your skills or orientation to speak to people. In other words, you can talk to people to get justice. Your career is to bring fairness and protection to others who need you and need your help. So some people need justice, so you're here to do it. You have the strength. Everything you experience in your life has made you strong and courageous. So you got the strength. They're giving you the strength. The angel said you have it. But remember, you're sensitive to energies. You becoming more sensitive and need to make changes accordingly. So you're sensitive to some energies. So you got to make some changes on how you do, because your light, it do shine bright. It says someone is a spiritual teacher. You heal with your choices. You heal with your classes and your semis and your synod. Whereas you're a spiritual teacher, so you heal with that. You are protected. You are safe and supported while you're on this change of career. You're getting supported. You're getting changes. Your crystals, your connection to crystals and gemstones, is a channel for healing energy. So somebody get you some crystals, or you already have some that helps. You are a crystal too yourself that heals energy. Now, what you need to do about your working and your money and career, you need to detox your friendship. Sometimes you gotta let people go that don't do you no good or serve you no justice. And focus on your priorities, on what you need to do to get your wealth and your money straight. Cooperation instead of competition. We're not in competition with each other. Just cooperate with each other. Let go of the guilt that you feel. Let go of guilt. In the attraction is not chasing it. And don't chase. Don't you attract money, attract wealth, but don't chase it. Because something you chase might be not what you want. Remember that. Now what's holding you from your dreams? Okay, taking action. Two of Swords. Somebody what's holding is not taking action to what you want, Aquarius. Also, the Ace of Pentacles here. Materialism. You're worried about material things. You're worried about finances and delays, stuck, and let go in a rut, holding on to money and possessions. You got to let go of things, that don't longer serve you. Sometimes you just got to throw it away. Nine of Pentacles. Somebody here, luxury. Someone, retirement. You're going to get plenty of luxury, and the Nine of Coins is going to be coming to you. Because this Page of Swords is a child. Disappointed news, illegal, discouragement, gossip, and lies. A person need defensive, mental powers. They need to be confident because someone is under the defense. A young person. The Knight of Wands. Someone here is an Aries, Sagittarius. They're a thrill-seeker, hot-head, impulsive, uncommittal lover. Project scanner, somebody is an uncommittable lover, and that's not going to work. It's Knight of Wands. Somebody's not willing to commit. Somebody likes to play the field, but they're not committing to nothing. In other words, well, I don't know if I want to do it. I say I need to, I want to, and I need to, but I'm not sure. That's not getting what you want. Now, what magic is being played on you? There's a phenomenon here, allegedly. Something about a phenomenon, and something about back in autumn, or this, autumn coming up, something about a healer. Something about someone is a healer, and they have good intentions. Okay? This fire sign has good intentions. God knows about this. This person has good intentions. They're not here to mess with anybody's foundation or nothing. But there's people doing mirror magic and trying to mess with their foundation. And especially in the summer, somebody didn't want to, they're going through a rebirth. So you're going to have to be a little bit more considerate. And people keep attacking this person going through this rebirth. And that's a no-no. Now, what is the outcome here? There's something about a Five of Swords, determination to end. Okay, there's an ending relationship due to a lot of emotional turmoil, rejection, misfortune, and regret, making amends. Someone wants to come in and make amends because they have regret about the Five of Wands. Somebody conflict, somebody be mocked all the time, having to go through battles all the time. The Devil card, someone has the bondage, somebody was bonded to the devil, allegedly. And they have guilt about it, and they're jealous, lust, and shame, and they have a dark side to self. Somebody does, allegedly, you or somebody else. See, they was doing magic in the past, but this person doesn't do magic. They lack self-confidence. Somebody they like to be a trickster, and somebody tried to trick this person. This high priestess in the past, somebody wasn't a high priestess. This person was very superficial. They wanted to take that person, be a fool and take their beginnings. This person that wasn't in that. They wanted to take somebody's beginnings. The Two of Pentacles, somebody was juggling someone. And we have the Three of Pentacles, someone's stagnation because of unemotional burdens and work lacking efforts. Somebody needs to learn to be generous, and we have the Eight of Pentacles in reverse, unambitious. Somebody's really unambitious. You or somebody else, because they're in an organization, this Pope. Somebody might be in an organization, a Taurus, or somebody here. Somebody is in an organization, or they're in a cult. They don't want nobody to know they is, but they are. And what's going on with this organization? That the outcome is somebody, basically, this organization is learning. Okay, what's going on with this organization that this Pope card here? Somebody... The organization. What's going on with the Hierophant here? What's going on with this Hierophant here, allegedly? Entertainment purposes. What's going on with this Hierophant here? This Hierophant is trying to cover up some things. What is this Hierophant trying to cover up? This organization wants to cover up what? They wanted to cover up the getting on the boat with this, that they were on the boat. And what else this Hierophant wants to cover up? About this tunnel. They want to cover up going into the boat and going into this tunnel. And but this person's intuition is on point. This caregiver. There's a caregiver that's got something to do with this. This caregiver was mind controlled. And they party. They go out and party. They were partying and what else? And they were a child in the past. See, they were partying with a child from the past. There was a child here. And this child, they was trying to drug and poison this child, allegedly, while they were going through healing. They was trying to do this for their life insurance. So someone was trying to sell you out for your life insurance. And this affair. Somebody was in this affair that somebody was in. Allegedly, you or somebody else in the desert. They was trying to sell you out in this affair in the desert. But what happened? It's a phenomenon. Somebody knows a phenomenon, or somebody knows somewhere around you. It's somebody in your family was trying to sell you out for insurance. Why was they trying to sell Aquarius out, allegedly out for insurance? But that's a secret they don't want you to know, Aquarius, that the family was trying to sell you to the underworld for insurance. Because they owe. Somebody owes them, but they're not. This male owed, see? The male owed. What did this male owe? This male owed from... What did this male owe? A fraud. They owe from this fraud they was trying to do to you. What about this male fraud to the grandparent? Somebody, grandparent, was trying to do this on social media and in somebody's home. Somebody was doing it. What about somebody in their home? Yes, to this alien. See, they wanted to do a fraud to sell you to the aliens, or you know about it. You was trying to go along with this, or somebody you know in your family was trying to do that to you. And they was wanting to take you on the beach. Take you to this beach, make a natural disaster. That was the plan. You or somebody else. They were trying to take you on this beach to travel to it. They wanted you to travel for you to go to your D. So somebody might invite you somewhere, but I wouldn't recommend you go it. So what's going to happen here? This person that... See, it's an organization that's trying to do it. Organized crime. They're trying to organize this. You or somebody else is trying to organize somebody to get set up in the family. It's a celebrity. Somebody here that wants to go put the landfills, and they wanted to fake their death. They was going to go and fake their death and go near water. So that was the plan. See, but there's justice going on because somebody was being perverted in the woods. Somebody was not, they were being perverted in some woods. So somebody, you or somebody was lying, okay? Okay, and I'm going to leave this alone, allegedly. But somebody was setting up some things. Now, angels is saying here, meditation brings answers to this situation. So in other words, they're trying to sacrifice you, or you along sacrificing somebody in your family. Somebody is trying to sacrifice you because of some debts they owe. And as an elder here, you need to move beyond astral patterns. You need to stop being in the usual patterns that you was in the olden days. Say to be devoted and committed to what you want. It says magic guardian is unleashing their magical powers within themselves. It says stage, trust and thrive. You need to learn to trust and thrive that you're making the right. Let the ancestors and angels help you. It says shaman master, you are a master. Be careful in your movements and and your actions and what action you take. You need to be careful. Allegedly. Okay. Now, any messages here before we go? What's going on with this? Who is this that they're trying to set up here? You or somebody else in the family? Who is this trying to set up who? Who's getting set up in this situation, allegedly? They're trying to set up, an M. something about May. Something about May. Somebody 76 is trying to set. Somebody could be 76 that's involved is trying to set up. This devil sold their soul to the devil. See, this person sold their soul to the devil. That's why they're trying to set you up, allegedly, you or somebody else. So this person sold their soul to the devil. So someone said, but they tried to cause a D-bag, but it's not going to work because it's in the reverse. Somebody that's a homemaker. Somebody here has a dog angel around them every day. So that's keeping guard on you, allegedly. Somebody gets skin infections some days. Something about 3 people will die because of some M in the past that they done. See, somebody's going to pass away because they did some M's. And somebody's manifestation ain't going to work because they have karma. Somebody says, no, I don't. Yes, you do. Something about 36 in the past. Somebody said, turn around because you will be taken out if you don't, because you're making the wrong turn. They don't want to turn around. So somebody signed your name illegally to some documents about your grandparents left you a trust fund, and somebody signed some legal documents without your business. They were always telling you stories. Someone named Melissa knows about this. It says, sometimes I wonder if I will ever see you the last time I see you. Somebody's wife, Okay. Anyway, like, share, and subscribe.